All right, we live on Facebook. We live on YouTube. Okay, so let's get live. Let's get live on Instagram. Y'all come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in. I told y'all I was going to be here tonight. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger and exalted Christ. And I further bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the extension of the Son of Man. I would like to greet every brother and sister with the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum means peace and blessing to every brother and sister. I don't want you to think that I'm saying something to blow us up or anything like that. We speak Arabic because Arabic is our original language. That's something that we lost. That's a language that we lost through the annals of time. And we're striving to become civilized again, brothers and sisters. And God would always bring a messenger for people who were lost. And we definitely know that we are lost. So here I am striving to help. My name is Brother Winford X, Knowledge 5845 on Instagram, author Determined to Change. I'm always promoting my book. Y'all already know this is my book right here, Determined to Change. If you have not picked up this book right here, man, listen, man, it's very impactful. Everybody that has always told me about my book and gave me feedback has let me know that it's very, very informative. It's very encouraging. It's very impactful. Speaking about how I came through prison, doing 15 years in a federal penitentiary at the age of 19, brothers and sisters. I mean, can you imagine going to prison at 19 years old, a federal prison at that? It was me versus the United States of America. Can you imagine that? Peace, brother. Peace to my brother, Tyree Hakeem. Peace to the God. Thank y'all for joining the live. If y'all know somebody else that's willing to learn something and be patient and learn something about themselves that they never knew, share the live. Ask them to join the live, because let me tell y'all something, man. We have a beautiful opportunity to go live and be able to reach each other hundreds of miles away, even thousands of miles away. Look, it's 11:28 my time. I'm in Texas, so it's Central Time. It's 11:29. But guess what? People who are up, you on the live. You didn't have to be here. But look, nothing happens just for, man, I don't know, it just happened for a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. So that means you are right now here at the right time. Brothers and sisters, speaking about doing time and doing prison time, man, honestly, it saved my life. I come from affiliation of gang banging. I done been in shootouts before. I done drugs before. I sold drugs before. I robbed banks. I could have been killed inside of a bank. Y'all ever seen the movie Set It Off? Y'all ever seen that movie? That's it. I was literally doing that. Like vests, guns, mask. I was really doing that. And I was 19 years old when I was doing that. It didn't dawn on me. Walaikum salam, brother Jorge X. Thank you for joining the live, brother. It didn't dawn on me at 19. Some of us have children that are 19, right? How many of us can think back when we was 19? I want you to think back when you was 19 years old. What were you doing? I was robbing banks, not understanding the danger that I was putting myself in, family. I wasn't even aware of the danger that I was putting myself in. At any given time, we could have had a shootout with the police. And you know what's crazy? During the time that I was robbing banks, we were literally, the police that was off inside of the bank, we put him on the ground and took his gun and put him in his own handcuffs. The mind is so powerful when you are shaped in a certain way and you've been deprived and you listening to music, because remember, music is just as addictive as drugs. smoking weed, smoking wet. Music is a drug. You listening to music, you're not knowing, but you're being programmed. It's a skill that has been done, that has been skillfully created so that we are able to listen to this type of music, and we are steered in the wrong directions. We're being raised by the music. But the music is an expression of the everyday things that we face in our reality, in our downtrodden neighborhoods, being deprived. We talk about the blocks and the Bloods over here, the Crips over here, the GDs over here, the Vice Lords over here, the folk corner hustlers over here. Everybody's separated. And everybody is separated because everybody's claiming territory because of what? We got dope. We're not bringing the dope in. We're not bringing the guns in. Oh, family. Oh, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about how important the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, really is. I know you may not be a Muslim, but don't worry about that. I need you to listen. See, that's where we go wrong a lot of times. We go wrong because we feel, oh, I'm not Muslim, so they're not talking to me. Oh, my mama wasn't Muslim. Neither was mine. You get what I'm saying? My family wasn't Muslim. But let me tell you something. At a certain point in your life, a power is going to come in and your life is going to seem different. Something may happen. And for me, it was robbing banks. I never even imagined, not ever, that I would be Muslim. I never knew what it meant when I was in the streets, being in the world, being a part of a blood gang, being affiliated, smoking weed, sipping syrup, snorting cocaine, being with this woman, being with that woman, being with multiple women at a very young age. I never knew that I would become an author. I never knew. But see, look, this is how God works. And I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention because sometimes we find ourselves in certain conditions and situations and we say, man, God don't love me. He can't love me. But with knowledge comes more awareness. And if we be patient enough, if we can weather the storm with the knowledge that God is allowing us to attain, we turn that knowledge into understanding. And that wisdom sits, and over time we apply. And that wisdom is so great that now that we have an understanding, now we're able to extend ourselves and find our purpose, not our passion. Because our passion is something that is only dealing with ourselves. That's an individual thing, passion. What are you passionate about? But purpose is when it extends yourself. Purpose is when you looking to help and assist. Your feelings have extended yourself. Now you want to become a savior. Now you looking at the condition that we're all in, and you're asking yourself, that spirit, that intelligence inside of you, you're asking yourself, how can I help? What can I do? You become emotional when you see injustice. And you don't even know why you become emotional. You just see it and you just get tired of it. You tear up. You start thinking about your condition. You start thinking about generations and your mama struggling, your grandmother struggling. You start thinking about these things. Now you start to become conscious. See? Absolutely. You said, the brother right here, Light 757, said, I listened to the Home podcast interview. I'm going to have to go back and really take it in. But one thing you said when they asked, how long was you hitting the banks? You said, brother, it wasn't even a long run. I don't know why, but that hit me. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. See, Allah stepped in when I didn't even know. It wasn't a long, I didn't have a long run. The money that we was getting, we didn't even really have a good time to really enjoy it, man. We was hitting banks, but we didn't even get a time. We didn't really get a good time to enjoy it. It was short-lived. But you know what? I'm glad it was short-lived. I thank Allah it was short-lived because I could have lost my life. I could have lost my life. Could have lost my life. So all praise is due to Allah. Thank you, brother, for checking out the podcast, the home podcast, House of Melanated Excellence. This is what the brother is talking about right here. If y'all look at the comments, the brother said he was looking at the home podcast. My podcast interview just dropped last week. So if y'all go to House of Melanated Excellence, you can catch your brother podcast interview. It was a very long interview, but it was very, very good, man. And I do this for other people. I do this for other people. However, I can assist and help our brothers and sisters come into some type of reality of themselves, being able to be conscious and aware of themselves. All praise is due to Allah. That's what I want to do. I have an example in front of me in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. People say what they want to say. You can say what you want to say about the nation. You can say what you want to say about Farrakhan. But I've studied this man when I was in prison, and I have found no error in this man's wisdom and in this man's walk and in this man's passion and determination to see our people safe to the other side. I see no wrong. I see a man who's courageous going up against injustice, inequality, rebelliousness, slavery, mass incarceration, everything that you could think about done to the black man and woman in particular, but every human being. I see a man of God, a true man of God. I don't look at titles. Before you condemn something, make sure you get a solid knowledge of what you're condemning. Because while you're condemning something, you can be cutting off your future. You can be destroying something that you really need. And I'm telling you right now, listen to that man. Listen to him. Wherever he say go, you go, brothers and sisters. Wherever he say stay away from, stay away from. I know that it's hard. I know that it's hard. But y'all remember when mama and grandmama and them and dad and them used to tell us, hey, don't go over there. What you do exactly what they said not to do. I'm going exactly over there. Hey, don't cross the tracks. I got to cross the tracks now just because you said don't cross them. But one thing that we have to start learning, brothers and sisters, and we have to start enlightening the younger generations. Man, if I touch the stove, man, and the stove burn me and you see my skin peeling from touching the stove. See, a lot of us think that experience is the best teaching. Oh, come on, family. I didn't say that experience is not a good teaching, but experience is not the best teaching. Experience is a good teaching, but experience is not the best teaching. I know you probably wondering like, well, damn, if experience ain't the best teaching, what's the best teaching then, brother? The best teaching, family, is taking heed to the warning. Being able to take heed to someone else's experience. That's the best teaching. Is being able to take heed. If you see something happen to me, why would you have to come right behind me to experience it for yourself to see if it's real or not? That's insane. But that's what we do. One generation follow the next. You selling crack, you get locked up, you get killed, you get the gang banging, you get killed, you get locked up, you kill somebody. It's a pattern. It's an ongoing cycle. So we see this and we become a part of it. We fall right in. It starts when you're young. You about 12, 13 years old, you start stealing cars. Okay, I'm stealing me a radio. I'm stealing me a car. Break into someone's house. All that iniquity we're shaped in it. Because the generations before us, we see them doing it. It's the blind leading the blind. That's what the Quran says. That's what it's talking about. Blind leading the blind. So when you see the brothers with the bow ties and the suits on coming into your communities, don't shy away. Don't reject them. Don't push them out. Don't tell them not to come into the neighborhoods. When they knock on the door, don't look out the peephole or don't look out the blinds and close the door. And through the door, you tell them, get away from my door. Don't do that. Don't do that. We are a sick people. We have a disease in our minds. It's not our fault. But at some point, we have to start reflecting, looking at our current condition, our present situation. You don't want mama suffering. You don't want your children suffering. You don't want to suffer. If you had the way, if you knew the way, why condemn others? Why shut the door? If you knew the way, if you steady suffering, man, get with somebody that you see doing good. Get with somebody that you see, oh man, this brother done changed his life. What can I do to change mine? That's what a sane person would say. We have to ask questions. What can I do to come out of my condition? This is a very tough assignment. Everybody is not built to take up the assignment, but it's just something in you when you've been through some things. It's a willing, burning desire in you to say, I have to be on the battlefield. I got to be on the battlefield. I'm telling you, this is facts. Brothers and sisters, wherever you are, don't you know you're writing a book? You're writing your life right now. Everything that's going on in your life right now can be recorded. It's being recorded into your Rolodex, into your mind. So I want you to start thinking from this day on, if you have not thought about it. When you're going through something, I want you to think about, how can I help someone else? How can I impact others through my own personal testimonies and my own personal circumstance and situations? God is happy when you do that. God is proud when you do that. God will give you credit when you do that. God will open doors for you when you do that. That doesn't mean that you're not going to struggle. You're going to have trials and tribulations, but that's why we are to study to show thyself approved. That's why brotherhood is so important. That's why sisterhood is so important. You don't have to do it by yourself. Get with some strong like minds and get on in there. Quit worrying about, oh, I ain't ready yet. None of us are ready yet. Nobody is ready yet. Nobody is fully ready. All praise is due to Allah. So family, what I want to do is I want to introduce a study guide. We're going into the study guide tonight. We on the YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I'm trying to get my YouTube up. I'm at like 115 subscribers right now. Not much. When I look back, I got 4 views here, 8 views here, 12 views here. Guess what? Praise be to Allah. Because I'm not doing this for views. I'm doing it because I have an example in front of me that I've been able to study, and I've been able to observe, and I've been able to look at him and say, he's found his purpose. And so me going to prison at 19 years old, coming home at 34 years old, 15 years of my life, all of my 20s gone in prison. Y'all already know, in your 20s is times where you make a lot of mistakes in life. I got out when I was 34. I'm 41 years old now. So a lot of things that I've done, I've made mistakes. In 7 years since I've been home, I've made mistakes like I was in my 20s. Y'all didn't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. I went in at 19 and got out at 34 years old. But when I walked out the door at 34 years old, I don't care how many books I read. I found the teachings in the prison, in darkness. But when the doors was open At 34 years old, when I came back into reality in society, I was 21, 22 years old in the mind. So that's a concern for me. If I experience that, then now what's on my mind is, okay, it's other brothers coming right behind me, similar situations. Brother been gone 10, brother been gone 15, brother been gone 20, 25. What can I do to help this brother on his way out? What can I introduce to him? What can I present to him? Even if he's been in the teachings inside, he has to reinvent himself all over again on the outside. I've seen a lot of brothers that be sharp with the teachings, though, was inside. I run into these same brothers 3 and 4 years later. You would look at them and not even know that it just seemed as they've never, ever came into a light of the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And that's not me pointing fingers. I'm not talking down, but I'm just telling you how serious it is. It's a lot of distractions out here. So we have to hold on as much as we can to the reality of God. So family, we're going into the self-improvement. We're in the self-improvement, the basis for community development. I keep this close. I keep it close. It's a measuring stick. It's nothing wrong. We're supposed to pull these out, take them off the shelf, snatch them from under the bed, take them off your shelf in your house, wherever they are. They're not there for decoration. We're going to need them. I don't care what condition you're in. Oh, I got money now. Oh, I'm rich. Fine. That's good. But money can buy you happiness, but it can't buy you peace. The ultimate goal is to resurrect our people. And in the midst of resurrecting our people, God will still allow us to enter heaven while we do that. Ain't that something? That's a hell of a thing. Being able to be on the battlefield, but yet and still be in a state of peace while you're fighting. Walaikum salam, my big brother from the East, all the way from Japan. Love you, brother. That's my big brother, man. Peace and blessings. Good brother right there, man. All the way in Japan with the teachings. The life-giving teachings are universal. It's a lot of things that we don't know about these teachings that we think we know, that we have no clue. So therefore, we find ourselves on social media, as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has given us instructions to do. Get on social media and give our people the truth. We know it's a lot of foolishness on social media, a lot of it. We're outweighed by foolishness, but it doesn't matter because Allah says, if you with me, you have the victory. If you with me, you have the victory. See? So I don't care if it's 2 people on the live. You don't worry about that. You get in your bag. You get in your bag and you let Allah know, Allah, I'm striving to build and align and get closer to you. That's the goal. Allow me to be protected by you while I'm on the battlefield because we're going to need it. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. Y'all see what's going on right now. China and Russia ain't using no money from America no more. They ain't on no US dollar no more. Damn that. We don't need that. That's a sign. 1972, 73, fall of America. Huh? Talk to me. Fall of America. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad, a man with a 3rd grade completion education, didn't finish the 4th grade with a speech impediment, gave us the fall of America. I want y'all to hear me, family. A man who gave us the fall of America said that he met with God. All black people laughed. Oh, look at this nigga. He can't even talk. Talking about he met with God, saying God is a black man. See, we was looking at the condition, being under tyranny, being slaves for 400 plus years. Black man is God. What, man, going on with that, man? What is this man talking about? We laughed, but guess who didn't laugh? The white man in high places. The president wanted to speak to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Can we get you to come to the White Office? No, you can't. But if you want to talk to me, you can come to me, though. I'm the messenger of God. That's a heavy title. To be the messenger of God and still hold yourself down and be in good conduct. They tried to do all they could do to him to knock him off. And the man was able to stay in accord with great conduct. You have to know he's being guided by a master. Brothers and sisters, this is not a game. Y'all know how hard it is to stay disciplined. We're talking about a man who was eating 1 meal a day, who stopped eating 1 meal a day, who started eating 1 meal every 3 days for years. He did it for years. He told us about the winds of the land, and he gave us all these numbers, and he just started naming all types of things. And the prudent man, which is the white man, said, hold on, we need to talk to you. Can we meet? But the ignorant of us, we laughed. Oh, man, we laughed. Let me get some more drink. Let me get some more liquor, man. But the white man is saying, he knows something. And we need to pick his. Satan is always watching. Come on, y'all. Y'all heard what Satan said when he was talking to Job? I want you to hear me, family. In the story of Job, God asked Satan, where you coming from? I'm coming from to and fro in the earth, seeing who can I devour. I want you to hear me, family. This is not talking about some spirits that's flying. Stop looking at it like that. I want you to look at it as the white man was looking for the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad because of the things that he knew. The U.S. government, the counterintelligence program, the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover. This is Satan, man. This is Satan in the flesh. We looking for the black Messiah. I want you to hear me, family. We cannot allow them, the reality of themselves, to raise up because we know that we are on borrowed time. White man talking. But this is the prudent man. Very smart. Built his world up. What did Brother Malcolm X say? Peace to my brother T.S. Bay. Thank you for joining, brother. Peace to the God. What did Brother Malcolm X say? When you have knowledge, of a people or of a certain thing, just as your opposition, they can no longer dominate you. They can no longer consider you inferior because you know what they know. But if you don't know what they know, then you're considered inferior. But now a new mind has arose on the scene. And the White House, the Congress, they want to know, hey, wait a minute, how did you know this stuff? Where did you get this stuff from? Come on, y'all, I'm telling you. You can take it or you can let it alone. They wanted to talk to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We'll come to your home. Y'all seen the pictures. Y'all have seen me. Y'all seen me post the famous picture. All kind of Muslim brothers on here then posted the pictures of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad in his home. And you got all these reporters at his feet. What did God say? I will make your enemies your what? Your footstool. Look at that picture and study that picture, brothers and sisters. He's sitting on the throne. He's sitting in a seat. And they are leaning on the ground with their cameras and their microphones at his feet like a footstool. So J. Edgar Hoover, he's looking. The White House, the president, they call the most Elijah Muhammad. Can we invite you? Now let's substitute that for the story of Job. Allah speaking. Satan, where you been? I've been to and fro in the earth, seeing who I can devour. I want you to hear me, family. Seeing who I can devour. This is J. Edgar Hoover. He's looking for the Black Messiah. He's looking to devour him so he can't rise up, okay, and raise his people, okay? We're looking for him. We've killed Malcolm, but we know he's coming. He's coming. And Allah says, have you considered Job? I want you to hear me, family. Have you considered my servant Job? You can do whatever you want to do to him, but you can't have his life. Look at what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad had to go through in his extension. Look at what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan had to go through, giving him radiated seeds, eating up his insides, trying to devour him. What did Satan say to Allah in the story of Job? I'm looking to see who I can devour. I'm going to and fro. They tried to devour the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan with radiated seeds. They didn't want to make it bloody. They said, no, we can't do it like that because the people will rise up. If something happened to him, if it's just done flat out like that, it's gonna be murder and mayhem. It's gonna be a bloodbath on both sides. They knew that. So what did they do? Let's do it through radiation. Let's try to do it quietly. But Allah says in the Quran, Satan planned, but I'm the best of planners. Don't be afraid to look at it, family. It's what I'm telling you is everybody is available to it. You have access yourself. You think I'm just talking to be talking, but I'm not. So, family, let's look at the study guide number 9, our intimate relationship with the God power from within. Study guide number 9, our intimate relationship with the Lord of the worlds. The reason why I picked this study guide, I want to say a few things in this study guide, if I may, family, because we have to understand that. Don't be afraid to understand that you come directly from the God, a supreme being. You are a part of the God. So that means that God has given you access. God has given you attributes to exercise power and force in yourself. Hell, we see the white man do. Look at the world he's built for himself in the last 6,000 years. Look at his world. It's a worlds of wonder. Look at his world. But that's little stuff compared to the original man and woman, the black man and woman of the earth. Now, I know some of my Moor family, I know they say, well, brother, don't use the word black, brother, because this and that. I love my Moor family. But we have to expand and extend our understanding to understand that the original man is God. He's the maker, the owner. He's the cream of the planet Earth. He's the God of the universe. So therefore, when we say black is not a color. Black is universal. Black is where all colors are originated, come out of. Black is the essence of all colors. So there is no spectrum. There is nothing that you can put on the word black. That's universal. That's all we mean. It's not to separate our Moore family from our nation family, because guess what? When we understand the reality and the history of the original man, that's you and I. Even our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, our Hebrew family. Oh man, I seen a dude today arguing with a black Christian brother. He was a black Hebrew. He arguing with a black Christian brother. This man said, "Oh man, y'all blind." I didn't say nothing. I didn't get in it. I just was reading it. Hey, going back and forth. Oh man, you call yourself a Christian. The real Christians are us, the Hebrew Israelites. I said, damn, man. Lord have mercy. I said, oh my God. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And we don't own anything. We don't know our rights. We don't know our history. We don't own. What good does that do to say, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a Hebrew, we the real Hebrews? And then what good does that do? What good does it do? What is it doing? We got real situations out here, man. Don't we see what's going on right now with these wars with Ukraine and Russia and China? We don't have time to be talking about who the real Christians are. Come on. Who the real Muslims are? What? What the hell? If we keep doing that, we're going to keep being destroyed. We're going to keep suffering. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that when our brother on the West Coast, I don't care where you're from, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, down south, on the island, around the world, anytime something happened to a black man, how do we know? How do we know? How do we know we love the brotherhood? Because you want for your brother what you want for yourself. That's how we know. We have to feel that. One of our sisters get raped. Something goes on. Police brutality. We got to feel that. Damn. No, I got to feel that. Because now you're looking for, now you're going into your purpose. Remember I said your passion is for you. Your passion is an individual thing, but your purpose extends you. Your purpose is for the whole. We're all only here for a short time. Come on, family. What are we separated for? Why are we beefing? We here for a short time. Oh, I ain't talking to him. I'm like, damn, brother. You gonna allow something to come between us? And none of us are promised when we might check out of here? What type of, are you in the teachings? Are you really into the self-improvement? Do you really know what that means? Or is this just a pastime? Or is this just, I'm looking for my name to blow up? None of us know when we're going to check out of here. We don't know that. It can be any time that we can leave. So we're supposed to be thinking just about that. Damn, man. That's why the minister said you go hard all the time. Because who are you? You don't know the intelligence of God, of Allah. One day we're here, next day we're gone. The world gonna carry on. Okay, damn, man, he died. Oh, for real? Oh, all right. Hey, man, give me one too, bro. Hey, get the yeah. Give me the backwoods. Man, I heard my nigga died, bro. Man, hey, get the crown, bro. Give me the crown. Yeah. Let me get that one. Damn, man, that's messed up, bro. Man, I was a good nigga, man. That's it. That's all you gonna get. That's all you gonna get. So when something in your life happens, and you know, man, I'm here for something. I'm here for a reason. I'm here for something. You find yourself going through stuff all the time. This door closing, that door closing. If you become frustrated, damn, man. You become frustrated at your condition. I understand. I know. But let me tell you something. It happens in patterns. You look at these multimillionaires and multi-billionaires. How do their stories start out? Man, I lost everything. I was sleeping in my car. I was sleeping under a bridge. Come on, y'all. That's how I start. I lost everything. See, God stripped you from everything. He'll take everything away and say, who can get that back for you? Oh, come on. The only reality is God himself. Who can get that back for you? Hey, man, I need this and that. Oh, I need this and that. God is saying, oh, you're going to go to them. Oh, you're going to go to them. Huh. Are they bigger than me? They can't even help themselves. Oh, come on, y'all. Come on. So what we have to do, man, I gotta slow down. I gotta think about this. Peace to my brother Aaron Barnes on YouTube. Peace to the God. Thank you for joining on YouTube. Y'all look here. I got my YouTube channel up. If you have not subscribed to my channel on YouTube, it is Winford X. My name, Winford X. I'm up to like 115 subscribers. If you already did it, tell somebody else. Because what we do here is we strive to reflect the reality of God in ourselves, so we won't have to think about, oh, when is God coming back, or this and that. No, man. No. We say that we love the brotherhood. We love the brotherhood. Man, listen, man. What are we really in this for? What are we in it for? We're still all sick, but at some point, we have to look at ourselves and say, man, I got to do better. I got to do better, man. I got to do better. I'm going to do better. So, family, study guide number 9, our intimate relationship with the Lord of the worlds. Let's look at some stuff, man, when it says our intimate relationship. You know what that means? An intimate relationship, your personal relationship with Allah, with God, inside of yourself. You hear me say all the time, the reality of God, the reality of God. Listen, we might not know, everybody don't know how to do business. Everybody don't know how to do business. Some people can learn it like that. Some people, it takes longer for them to learn. But let me tell you what's more important than that. I just spoke last week. My brother, Jake Taylor Jacobs, allowed me to open up for him in Houston at a private banking. They were talking about money, business and money, tech and all this old stuff. He said, you know what, Brother Wynn? He said it was like a TED Talk. Every speaker was getting 50 minutes. I'm talking about big time wealthy entrepreneurs speaking on stage, getting 15 minutes. 50 minutes each time. You know what Jake told me? He said, Brother Wynn, I want you to open up for me. I'm going to go 40 minutes. I want you to have 10 minutes of my 50 minutes. And I want you to introduce to the people Determine to Change. I want you to bring some spiritualness to this forum. We're talking about how to save your money, how to protect your money, how to grow your money, have your money for your children, for unborn generations. But I asked the people, yeah, that's good. You're here for the money. I understand. But what about your character? And everybody, you could just hear everybody I knew it hit them and they said, we learn about status. We shaped in so much iniquity. We think that the more materialistic things we have, oh, that's a good person. Oh, I need to talk to him. Oh, he must be important. Oh, she must be important. Oh, she worth 30 million. Oh, he worth 50 million. Oh, I need to go over there and talk to him. I need to try to find myself. Oh, I don't want to talk. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. And God has showed us millionaires, billionaires have climbed to the tallest mountain, tallest building, and jumped off of it. And in their life, God say, now what? That's not the God. You chasing millions, you chasing billions. It's nothing wrong with protecting your bread, but what about the character? Does the character go with that? Because I have a different title than what you have? What's the real title? What we here for? We're here for self-improvement. That's what I told the crowd. The real religion is self-improvement. Can you stop pointing the finger at your brother or your sister and look in the mirror and say, I got things I need to work on myself? If you do that, I'm talking to all of us. If we turn to the mirror and look at that mirror and look back at what's looking at us and say, let me work on this, you would not have time to point out nobody else's flaws. You wouldn't have time to. So it talks about our intimate relationship. That's talking about self-improvement. That's self-improvement. Our intimate relationship is self-improvement. That's all that is. It says, read in the name of thy Lord who creates. Holy Quran. After the proper name Allah, the Holy Quran has given the greatest prominence to the name Rab, which means Lord. The name Rab occurs approximately 960 times. No other attributive names being so frequently mentioned. Did y'all know that? We are learning that the evolutionary process toward perfection cannot take place without the Ra, which is the Lord, which is the reality of God. We are learning that the evolutionary process toward perfection cannot take place without the reality of God inside of yourself. That has to be activated. And I ain't talking about, I'm so smart. I learned this. I learned that. Oh, I got 100,000 followers. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. When that don't please God. God ain't worried about that because you got 100,000 followers and you made $1 million in one day. God don't give a damn about that. He don't care nothing about that. What is the alignment looking like? We know that we always say, condemn a dirty glass. You don't have to condemn it, just sit a clean one next to it. But what does that really look like? What does that really look like? Because none of us can say, oh, this is a clean glass. He's helping the people. Oh, it's a lot of people that deceive. On the surface, it looks like they're helping the people. But what is the character in the person when the lights are not on, when nobody is looking? What about that character? That's what God is looking at. So is the glass really clean? We don't know. Only God knows if the glass if it's clean or not. Only Allah knows. Only He's sufficient enough to make that call. Let's keep going, family. The Lord who brings all that is in the universe to a state of perfection through various stages of growth, beginning with nothingness. It says that when we learn the evolutionary process toward perfection, brothers and sisters, we go through various stages of growth. How many times right now are all of we suffering? Some of us, I ain't gonna say some, all of us are going through something right now in our life that got us uncomfortable, that got us dissatisfied, that got us miserable, that got us hating certain stuff, got us feeling bad right now. I don't even know you personally, but I don't have to know you personally. I know how the human being works. By reading this, I know what we have to go through as human beings while we're breathing, while we're living. You going through something that you don't like, that you wish that you could get on through. It's something you're going through. I don't care if it's money problems, a relationship problem, friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood, something is going on that you dislike, that you're dissatisfied with. And you can look in the mirror at yourself right now and say, I don't like that of myself. How are you going to correct it? How are you going to correct it? Who's going to correct it? Huh? Only the author of all existence can correct it. This great attribute combines two senses, talking about the word Rab, which means Lord, fostering, bringing up, or nourishing, regulating, completing, and accomplishing. Who's going to nourish us? How can we be nourished? Man, I don't care who you cool with. Oh, man, that's my cousin right there. He a millionaire. Yo, you know, we real good with that. Oh, that's my people right there. Man, they got that money. Yeah, man, so-and-so, so-and-so, I'm connected to them. That ain't doing nothing for you. That's not doing nothing for you. See, we be loyal and we strive to respect and be loyal, but guess what? We lose ourselves in unconscious idol worshiping. We lose ourselves because we are so shaped in this disease that we all have, and we see somebody and we see that they're doing a good thing and we forget about ourselves. And when we forget about ourselves, you know what happens? God is not pleased. I'm going to say that again. When we forget about ourselves, God is not pleased with that. Because God say every human being that come into existence has their own gift. God is that great. God give us our own gift from himself. And he says, perfect your gift. I give them theirs. But when you abandon yourself, God say, when you abandon yourself, the gift that I gave you, you abandoning me. So then God moves in and he strips us from what we are idolizing. So God say, now use your gift. Now bring your gift up and allow your gift to lift you, because that gift came from the Supreme. It came from me. Oh, that's beautiful. What's going to give us that understanding? Our intimate relationship with God. We don't owe nobody nothing. I'm going to say that again, family. You don't owe nobody no explanation. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. When you focus on what God has for you, man, that's all you have to do. What you do, and what the next person do, they get after what God has for you. Find your purpose. This is what this channel is for. This is why I created a YouTube. This is why I like to go live on Instagram. Because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say, use it to teach our people. Use it to help one another. Everybody get caught up in, oh, is he making money? Oh, is they doing this or doing that? Yeah, you can do. Yes, it's nothing wrong with doing it out of current to help the people. But when you use it to abuse, God is not pleased. God ain't pleased with that. It goes back to character. What is your character? Huh? What is your character like? See? What is your character like? Thus, the underlying idea is that of nourishing every part of his creation from the crudest state to the highest perfection. Everything created by Allah bears the impress of divine creation. That is, there is no thing as a life form that he is incapable of fostering in such a manner as to make it attain one condition after another until it reaches its goal of perfection. Brothers and sisters, have you ever felt like, damn, I'm struggling? I'm telling y'all personally. Let's go there. I was reading a self-improvement the other day, and exactly what it said. Everything of value has a difficulty factor attached to it. Man, y'all, I'm going to tell you. Boy, I be feeling like, man, I got to be of so much value because difficult factors are attached. I look this way. I look this way. I look, and you just say, man, it's closing down. It's closing down on me. It's closing down. And God say, yeah, but don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that. I got something for you. I'm about to do something for you right now. I need you to hold on. I need you to be still. I need you to come to me and tell me your problems. Huh? You ain't got to go to them because you looking at their status or their status. They can't do nothing for themselves if I don't permit it. Brothers and sisters, God is good. Glorify the name of thy Lord, the Most High, who creates then makes complete, and who measures then guides. The full meaning of Ra, which is Lord, is explained in the above verses. He creates things and brings them to perfection. He makes things according to a measure and shows them the ways whereby they may attain perfection. The true meaning of the evolutionary process is fully developed in the first two actions, creation and completion. Everything created by Allah, God must attain to its destined completion. The last two actions show how the completion is brought about. He makes everything according to a measure, that is, with certain laws of development. So that means, family, certain laws of development. That means when we are in life and things are happening to us, that means that we are in a stage of developing. What it looks like, listen, your current situation does not dictate who you are. Once we understand it's a process of going through these things, you don't know when that door is going to open. You can be down today and tomorrow, man, God will bring something right in your life that you will be like, you can't even speak. It's priceless. But are we preparing for that? Are we preparing to work on our character more? Because that's important. Character is very important. Character can get you in places money can't get you into. I've seen that for myself. Character can get you in places money can't get you in. And the people that have money will be looking at you like, man, how you standing by me? What? Man, don't you know that Allah is God? Don't you know that there's a supreme God that we all come from, brother, sister? Man, stop playing. Stop playing. Whenever a man loses the ability to read God's will in that which is around him or her, then it is incumbent upon Almighty God Allah, out of the abundance of his love and mercy for humanity, to raise a prophet, a messenger, an apostle, to teach us the will of God and to give us the privilege and the opportunity to submit our will to do the will of Allah God and come into favor with God. Now, brothers and sisters, I did something and I just wanted to see how the people was going to react. I had like 10 people on Facebook, on my Facebook. I sent them a lecture of the minister. And I mean, I'm always interacting with these people. I sent them a lecture to minister. And I said, hey, I want you to, man, y'all hit me back when y'all read, when y'all look at this lecture, man, you know, this and that. Nobody hit me. Nobody hit me. So I went back and I gave them like a week. And I was going back and I was asking, hey, did you check it out? Did you check it out? Did you check it out? No, I didn't check it out. 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 So, okay, praise be to Allah. That's fine. I didn't check it out. I didn't check it out. But then, family, we look and we frustrated. And it goes in a lot of ways. I've done it. I've had things I ain't checked. Distractions. You're distracted from other things. You're distracted by other things. So I'm talking to me too. We're distracted by a world because we're looking for instant gratification. Instant gratification. But at the same time, we have to find our purpose. What is our purpose? That's the main goal. Finding your purpose and getting into your purpose. That's the goal. That's the mission. I was looking at today, A Man and His Mission by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's the lecture that I'm watching right now. So heavy, man. That's one of my favorite lectures. I'm learning something new in that lecture. Peace to my brother, Grind Coach. Peace to the God. Thank you for joining, brother. I'm learning so much from that lecture, man. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, a lot of us are chosen and don't even know it. I'm going to say that again. Because you're going through so much right now, you think that your life is over. You think that, damn, man, I'm this age or I'm that age. My life is over, man. You start looking around and you start comparing yourself to other people and you get to looking and you saying, what have I done? You looking and God saying, man, you keep living, keep breathing. See, some of us, God just hit out of nowhere. And you just cold turkey everything. You just get something happening, boom. All of a sudden, you just turn it around. Only God can do that. Only God can do that. But it's good for us to look at it and reflect on our own life. That's how we know that we still have favor with God. When we can do something that we know we're not supposed to be doing, and you feel it. You feel the chastisement. Chastisement is good for the soul. That's love. That's God saying, I'm still here. I still got you in favor. Don't do that. But what about when we do things and we don't feel nothing? There's no conscience of it. It's just, we just dead on a horizontal. Everything is just horizontal. We just full-blown horizontal. That's when we in trouble, family. That's when we in trouble. I don't care how many times you mess up, how many times you fall, get up. You get knocked down, you might get up a little slower. Every time you get knocked down, you might get up a little slower, but get up. Because God is saying, get up. You've had enough. You done took a beating. You done had enough. And by the time you know it, God done raised you and he didn't put you on your feet. God has to do that. I heard people saying, oh, you got to be the one to do it. Absolutely. But if it's not the God that's backing you with the right intention, see, you got to have the right mind to know that it's not really me doing it. It's the God in me that's allowing me to get up and be strong and go forward. Just by that small difference of understanding plays a major role. That plays a major role. So, family, I'm going to end this live right now because I got to be up early in the morning. I'm going to end this live, family. And we're going to start back on our intimate relationship. That's very important. The intimate relationship with God is very important. We all talk about God all the time. But how many of us truly really be reflecting? Man, I need to get closer to God. Some of us may look at our age and we might still be in our 20s. Oh, I'm still young. Oh, I'm still young. Don't do that. Don't make that mistake. Oh, I still got time. Don't make that mistake. And you slack. No, man. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If you can do better right now, do better right now. Don't wait. Do right now. If you ready to start striving and say, look, I'm ready for the challenge. I'm gonna take this challenge and strive to perfect, then do that. Then do that, family. It doesn't matter how much money you have or your status or whatever. The minister told us that. We see people like Oprah Winfrey. We see people like President Obama, former president. We see big time people that be living in hell. That's why the minister is that's why the minister is admired so much, family. He's admired so much. You think the minister care about people rejecting him? You think he care about that? Oh, don't let him talk to y'all. Don't speak to him. Don't listen to him and this and that. You think he care about that? That's punk stuff. That's punk stuff. Because at the end of the day, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, justice lays down with you and it wakes up with you. You can't run from that. You can't escape that. That what we be trying to run from, how can we run from? We only going to make ourselves go insane. We're going to drive ourselves crazy. It's only one way you can come through being successful, so you might as well face it. Go ahead and face it. And that is the reality of God. We have to submit to the intelligence that we can't control inside of ourselves. We got to get up under that. You can't defeat that. You can't defeat that. Man, that intelligence allow you to come forth into the universe. How you think you can go against that? Man, no. So the quicker that we submit to it, family, the better and the quicker our success will come in understanding our purpose. Remember, last but not least, your passion is an individual thing. Your passion is for you. But when you come into your purpose extends you. It's not about you. The more you learn about your purpose, you become this big. Passion is for you. That's my passion. Purpose, you shrink. It's not about you. It's about what's extending, what's going to be able to extend you. How can you help? How can you assist? How can you take the best part of yourself and pour it into these people, our people? That's the purpose. So if there's anything that I said, brothers and sisters, that has rubbed anybody the wrong way, that is not my true intention at all. But if I've said something of benefit, understand that it comes directly from Allah through me. I am a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm striving to help him get our people safe to the other side, but I'm striving to do better myself. I'm striving to self-improve myself. I acknowledge the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as the Messiah. I studied, I've looked, I've watched him, I've observed him, and that is the closest messianic figure that I've read about. I've looked at scripture, and I've strived to apply the things that he's taught me, and I've seen things in my life. I still have a long way to go, but I see the guidance and the instruction that he give us as students. And I'm striving just to help. I'm striving just to help in my own way, from my own experiences. And you can do the same thing from your experiences, brothers and sisters. You can save someone else. Whatever you've been through, don't hold it to yourself. I'm not saying to get out here and tell everybody your privacy, but I am saying if you can help someone else through your own personal experiences and circumstances and testimonies, all praises is due to the Most High God, Allah, the universal supreme being. And you will have your blessings. So, brothers and sisters, may Allah continue to bless you. I greet you in the greeting words of peace. Oh, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, my subscription is Winford X. My name, Winford X, to my YouTube subscription. I'm trying to get my YouTube up. What my YouTube consists of is just what we're doing right now. I have my YouTube going right now. I got my IG going right now. So my YouTube is for us being able to come and have an opportunity to read something, to be able to understand. Don't be afraid to say that God is inside of yourself. God is not a mystery. God is not a spook. The highest intelligence of God is a human being. We talk about angels. Angels are human beings. We talk about Satan, a devil, a Satan, human beings. A spirit did not get this world in the condition that it's in. A spirit, it was a spirit that was inside of a vehicle, and the vehicle is a human being. So the quicker that we understand and accept that the reality of God is a human being, is the quicker we can get out of the condition that we in, not just as individuals, but as a whole. So with that being said, I greet you in the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum.